Hi, so back at NHS Hack Day, number 23 in Cardiff on Saturday afternoon. I'm here with Scott Tanday, is this your first time at NHS Hack Day?
My first, yes, my
Brilliant.
first one.
And how did you hear about it?
Someone tagged me in a Twitter post. And then I looked more into it and got into some of the YouTube videos we've previously done. And I thought this was something I'd like to get involved in. I'd like to just see what happens. So yeah, I've got the bug.
Brilliant. And had you ever been to any kind of hack before?
No, I'm not really one for events, conferences. I try and shy away from that kind of thing. So this is probably one of the first things I've ever been to.
Right, and where do you work?
I work in the housing sector. So I work for Newydd Housing.
Yeah.
So I lead digital for Newydd. But as I'm sure my manager will tell you, I'll do everything I can not to go to an event.
And so this is this is pretty reasonably sort of big size of event. Like there's 120 people here.
Yeah.
And how have you found it?
I've absolutely loved the day. It's good to be around so many innovative people. Excited to use technology in all sorts of ways to make life better for people, for patients, and for anyone and everyone.
And how did you find the format? So we started with the pitches at the start.
Yeah, good. I wasn't planning on doing a pitch myself, but I think because there were so many, my confidence kind of grew. So I just wanted to share my idea to see if there was anyone else that could, I guess, open the door and see how they could help in any way, or see if there was an option, or whether, because I was at the stopgap, if I'm honest, and I just felt like without spending incredible amounts of money, this task couldn't get done.
And what was it? Should we give you like a minute to just sort of pitch your idea? And what was it that you kind of said?
I used to work as a scheme coordinator in one of our sheltered complexes, and what we were finding was, as tenants become older, they were struggling to leave the complex and therefore engage in some of the activities that are outside the scheme, and therefore confined to their own building. And then that, because not a lot of activities was going on in that building, they would just sit at home and just be in their own company, isolated. So what we were looking to achieve was a way of getting activities back to the complexes, to the communal lounges, through the use of some sort of video conferencing. Most of our communal lounges have got TVs, so could we look at incorporating that in some sense, using it as a monitor or something? And most of them, if not all, have free internet or communal internet. So was there a way of using digital technology to kind of harness that and bring activities from outside into communal lounges?
And what did you, so you pitched that and kind of asked that, and then what happened? You went around and did you get some people kind of talking to you, mingling, coming over?
So a few people came over to the stand I was at and pitched some ideas and ways and things which I wrote down. And then from that, we had a bit of a project group. Ashley, Owen, and I can't remember, what was the other?
No.
I think there was 4 or 5 of us in the group, which seemed to have a bit of a keen interest in that, or developing that. So we sat down and pitched out some ideas, some ways of it, where it can be done, or whether it be through the use of Alexas and linking that to like a Fire Stick, a Google Hub, and kind of linking that to a Chromecast, and looking to screen mirror and the different ways like that. And then one of the other options, which I think is what we've progressed and what we've agreed is the best option, was the use of a Facebook portal to kind of connect to the TVs and connect to the internet. And that way then we would set up each of the schemes as kind of a location, and in theory then they would be able to use the My Portal to video call in. One of the other things which came about as we were going through the discussion is the promotion of activities. So even though there might be a load of activities going on, it's about making people aware of them activities. So again, we looked at whether we could use something like Google Events, which or something like Google Calendars that the TVs could display, and then make anyone aware of the activities that's going on across all the schemes involved.
So kind of like a shared calendar.
Yeah,
that you could
yeah,
sort of
like
see.
a shared calendar that people could push events on.
That's great. So you're getting a few different kind of problems sort of solved. And so what was it useful for you to be able to think through it with other people, or?
Yeah, definitely. As far as what I got on my own prior to this was simply, I spent about 2-3 months kind of researching the idea. I've been to a number of companies to have a look at how it worked in their sense, their video conferencing technology, and they was looking at around 20-30 grand, which is extortionate amounts of money, which is unsustainable. And if what we were hoping to achieve was something which could be rolled out to other schemes, other complexes, other housing associations and local authorities, but having that much it's not unsustainable. And I think through the use of a TV and something like a Facebook portal, I think it can be done.
That's brilliant.
So we've passed on each other's email, and I think the project group's looking to continue on.
That's great.
And I think everyone's got a bit of a hunger to keep it going and develop it further.
That's super. Well, if you've got a really good idea and you've got people that are interested and you kind of feel there is actually something deliverable, that's what will happen.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
And it doesn't feel like it's going to need an awful lot of money, or it's going to need
we did look on the internet at prices. I think most of the equipment's already in. It's just about utilising that. So the internet would be free because it's all in. The TVs they're already in some of the schemes. And it would just be the Facebook portal, which I think is about £100-200, and possibly some other bits and bobs, a tiny amount of money. So hopefully this is something that will go live very soon.
That's great. We'll have to think about a way of managing to catch up with you to hear about how it's gone. That'd be brilliant. Because you're not too far away. I'm in Cardiff, so we'll maybe catch up and hear about what you've gone on and done.
Yeah.
And I'm really glad that you got so much out of it. So make sure, tell all the housing people, and even people in social care or any other area, they're very, very welcome to come along.
I will spread the word.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. It's great.
Thank you.
Great.